I am back to talk about the super exciting subject of network integration and Clickshare. It's coming up so much at the moment when speaking to customers, when speaking to end users about network integration and how you integrate into the digital workplace. So, when thinking about Clickshare and when thinking about network integration, what we're really talking about is user experience because that's why you do it. You do it for the users using the rooms and you do it for the people managing the rooms. So let's get straight into the story of network integration, why we should do it, how we do it, and what that setup looks like. Okay, so you've got your new office, futuristic, lovely, top floor, big views out everywhere. What are you going to put in it? Well, of course, all you're going to focus on is equipping it with the best AV hybrid meeting room solutions. So you've got your display, you've got your camera set up, and of course, you're going for none other than Clickshare Conference, the leader in BYM, BYOD, the absolute standard when it comes to meeting room experience. Why are you going with Clickshare Conference? Well, you want the opportunity to connect to so many different platforms seamlessly. So Zoom, Teams, WebEx, it doesn't matter. All the ways to connect just with one click, super easy. But you're in that space now and you have to tackle different types of people. You've got corporate users, you've got guest users, and you've got a whole network infrastructure that comes behind them as well. You want your corporate network, your enterprise network to be super secure. You want to have the access to the right network documents. But for your guest users, they just need internet access and to actually be protected from all of that IP internally. Then comes the tackle of BYOD, bring your device. Now, you have some control over what your users are going to be having into the office, into the workplace, but actually your externals, your guests can be bringing in any devices. And typically we see a mix of three, a laptop device, a mobile device, and some form of tablet. Now, let's say you want to get connected to your hybrid meeting to start off with. Well, actually, that isn't a big challenge for us. You know already with Clickshare Conference, you plug the button into your USB-C drive, you use the wireless that is Clickshare's own SSID, and you're able to connect to the peripherals in the room and jump straight onto your hybrid meeting. Now, talking on the subject of networks, which is what we're going to focus on here, your laptop that's driving the call, that's driving the meeting, can be connected to the corporate network. You could have a guest connected to the guest network, but that doesn't matter because it's being driven and the connection is peer-to-peer with the Clickshare network, the SSID from the Clickshare base unit. So actually, that doesn't matter. However, what does that mean you can do right now? Well, you can connect your laptop to the screen, you can connect to the in-room peripherals, and you can start your hybrid meeting. Perfect. Solved, right? Well, obviously we've still got those BYOD devices in the room that aren't currently connected. That's the tablets, that's the mobile phones from the corporate side and the guest side. Now, you could say, well, why don't we just connect them to the base unit, connect them onto the Clickshare network. That way that they'd be able to share into that space as well. Well, coming back to user experience, which is what we're focusing on here as well, is you're in your meeting room, you're going to pick up your device, and then what? You're going to need to find the right network. You're then going to need to jump onto that network and change the password. You're then going to lose internet access because obviously you've got that direct connection to the Clickshare and the Clickshare isn't connected to the internet right now. It's a nightmare. This process could take 5-10 minutes. It's all delaying your meeting. It's not what you want to do. And we have the technology to be able to fix that anyway. So no brainer. Let's change that immediately. The BYOD devices are already connected to a network. So let's focus in right now on the corporate users. Their devices are already connected to the corporate network. So actually what that means is in order for the Clickshare and the BYOD devices to connect, they need to be able to talk on the same network. And if we're not willing to go over to the Clickshare network, we need to bring the Clickshare on to the corporate network. So by connecting those up together, you're able to share using the Clickshare app, AirPlay, Google Cast, and all the other ways in which you can share as well. You can connect BYOD seamlessly to the room, connect straight into your hybrid meeting, and share your BYOD content into your hybrid meeting. Super easy. But let's focus back onto the guest users, because right now, in this scenario, the ClickShare's on the corporate network. The guest user can still use the button and connect directly into the meeting room. And you might say that's enough. Actually, the corporate users have full access to BYOD. Your guest users, the second priority, can share their laptop, and that's it. However, if you then say, well, we would like to have our guest users connect their BYOD devices, there's more options. So again, more of an advanced network integration. You can connect the corporate network via LAN, via hardwire, and the guest network you can connect via Wi-Fi. So you can be dual network, so everybody has access to both devices. Now, for the security side of things, there is an air gap within our device. There is no bridging of networks of any kind, but I will share a security white paper that covers all of this as well. However, what this does mean is on that CX20 and that CX30 device, what you would need to choose is where you would like to partition the buttons, whether you want the buttons to go on the corporate network or the guest network. And you might say, well, actually, that's an additional challenge for us. Maybe we don't want to do that. There's always another option and there's always an upgrade. So by inserting the CX50, concurrently you can connect to all three networks. So you can have your BYOD devices on your corporate network, you can have your guest users and your guest BYOD devices on your guest network, and your buttons can still connect to the base unit directly. And here is a quick diagram which explains this a little bit more professionally than some of my animations, but when in dual network setup or client mode, buttons can connect directly to the base unit for maximum performance and best user experience across wireless conferencing. Latency super low, speed super high. So fantastic. You're able to share straight into your meeting. You're able to share your content in the room. You can even share your BYOD content into your meeting. You might say, perfect. What else could I want? Well, now that you're connected to the network, now that you're connected to the internet also, you have access to XMS Cloud, which means you have access to a dashboard which allows you to see and manage all of your devices across your whole estate. Now, that could be going in on an individual device level to change things. That could be for scheduling updates. That could be for receiving analytics and insights, which is super important now as well. It's for you to understand how your estate is being used and how you want to manage it. Now, I've touched base on a lot of different subjects here, and we've slightly delved into network integration. If this is something you want more information on, reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. But also, I'm going to share some of our security white papers and our network integration documents to make sure you have all the information to be able to achieve this for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, if it made sense, if it helped in what you're trying to achieve with your estate at the moment, give me a like, drop me a comment to say that it helped, or reach out to me and ask me any more questions that you might have. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one.